So I've officially decided to make a pretty decent change to the Robinhood portfolio. So before I share what that is, let's jump into it and talk about it. Okay, so here is the Robinhood portfolio, and for those of you that have been watching this series for a while, you know my goal is to grow this account to $100,000. Now, that is still the goal, but the strategy in this account, as opposed to what it was before I focused on growth. I wanted to buy growing companies that were going to take this value of this account and help grow it to $100,000, as well as me putting in my own money. Currently, I'm putting in $100 every single week on Monday, and then I kind of decide what I want to do with that cash, either if I'm selling options with it, buying new stocks, whatever it may be. I wanted to grow this account to 100,000. Well, that's still the ultimate goal, but the strategy of this portfolio has changed. What I have decided to do with my Robinhood portfolio is I want to make this a 100% wheeling stock portfolio. What I mean by that is this account is strictly going to be used to sell options, both cash secured puts and covered calls on all my positions I have in the portfolio. Now, first, you may be asking, why would I want to do this? Why would I want to have my Robinhood portfolio be 100% set to wheeling stocks? Well, the first answer is this: cash flow. I plan on living off of my investment income hopefully pretty soon, and I have multiple accounts that I'm going to be pulling cash flow from. If you guys are aware, I have a dividend account that I use with M1 Finance, and I talk all about that journey of my dividend investing journey over on my second channel known as Dividend Freedom. On here, it's more dedicated to the growth portfolio, which was Robinhood. Well, now that's going to be strictly for wheeling stocks and also increasing that monthly cash flow that I earn. But now I also want to mention I do have a separate account that I talk about in the Discord every now and then, and that is more along the lines of turning into a 100% taxable brokerage account that's fully invested in VTI. Now, I have other positions in that account currently. I'm actually moving a few of them over to the Robinhood account just to kind of get everything organized for more of me. I wouldn't recommend somebody doing that, but for me and kind of how my process is and how I have everything organized, I'm doing it for myself, and I deem it to be necessary for kind of what I'm wanting. So I'm going to be moving over 3 different stocks from my Fidelity account to my Robinhood portfolio. That is Palantir, more SoFi, and ATVI. All of those positions I have at least 100 shares in or more, and I will be transferring all of that over to the Robinhood portfolio because I'm currently selling calls on all of those positions. ATVI is a little tricky one, with the announcement maybe coming up that Microsoft will be acquiring them at the $95 price point. So that one is one I take lightly. I'm not writing covered calls all the time on, and if I do, they're way out of the money. But you guys will kind of see how that happens and how I take on that specific holding in the portfolio. So really the main reason I want to do this is to focus on increasing my cash flow because, like I said, I do want to live off my investment income relatively soon, and this is, I believe, one of the best ways that I can help myself do that. But I also want to let you guys know the percentages of this account versus my other investments. I have real estate. I have that account with Fidelity that's going to hopefully be 100% VTI relatively soon. So I want to be fully transparent that I have a lot of other money invested in VTI, also my dividend portfolio and my retirement accounts. So I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket and just strictly wheeling stocks. I just want to let that be known because that's not the strategy I would want to focus on. I would not want all of my money that's in the stock market be in this one account wheeling stocks for cash flow. That's just not the diversification that I want. Now, with that, what does a portfolio look like right now? And then what are my plans in the near future on some new stocks I want to add and to start buying up on to get to 100 shares so I can wheel those stocks as well. So first, right now, I mentioned to you guys that I am going to be selling out of SoFi in this position, and I have a $7.50 strike price covered call with 6 contracts that you can see up here that I placed earlier this week on my SoFi position. Now, will this get assigned? I'm not sure. There's definitely a possibility because SoFi's current stock price is at $7.19, and this covered call is set at the $7.50 strike. So it definitely could get assigned at this level, and I would be 100% okay with that because, like I mentioned, I have even more SoFi coming over from the transfers from Fidelity. So that'll just kind of replace this. That average cost is a little higher than the SoFi average cost I have in the Robinhood portfolio currently. But again, like I said, if I get assigned, that's kind of the goal here because that cash I want to turn around and invest back into Google to get that up to 100 shares. And you can see I'm currently at 45 shares in my Google position with a current average cost of $95.23. I would also like to lower that as well as I increase my shares in Google. Now, as I mentioned, there will be new stocks to the portfolio I add as well. That will be new stocks. I'm trying to build up that position to 100 shares in order to wheel that stock as well. And the second stock on the list that I would like to build up at 100 shares to is Microsoft. So currently Microsoft's trading at 265. I would love to see Microsoft keep declining. I do think this is a little expensive to start buying here, but again, I'm trying to wheel stocks, and hopefully I will be able to be buying on a downturn. You never know what's going to happen in the short term of the market, but that is kind of my next goal after Google, would be to buy up 100 shares of Microsoft once I've gotten 100 in Google. And that's kind of why I'm selling off some of these positions. And again, with Palantir, for example, if I happen to get a sign on the Palantir shares, I'll turn around and I'll probably use that money to buy back up the rest of Google if I haven't got a sign on SoFi yet, or I will turn around and use all of that money to buy up my Microsoft stock position in order to help build that up to 100 shares as well. So that's kind of the strategy I'm going with. Again, this will be a fun journey to kind of share my income, where I'm at every single month. So currently right now I can say as of January in 2023, my income from selling options was over $373. And for February, on February, 16th, I'm already at $356. So I will beat my January income amount of $373. The goal this month would be to hit $500. That's kind of where I'm hoping I'm at by the end of February. So we'll kind of have to wait and see what each month looks like, and I'll obviously be sharing updates with you guys on what the income looks like, how much money I'm generating, what the portfolio is doing, what the performance of all the stocks look like, and my options plays. So I'll be sharing all of that with you. If you guys want real-time updates on the trades I'm making to selling options for income, I do have a Discord where I list all of those trades real-time when I'm making them. There's a link down below in the description where you can sign up and join that Discord. So there you have it, guys. That is the big change coming to the Robinhood portfolio. You're going to expect to see a lot more of options content coming from me, more specifically on selling options. I don't really ever buy options too often unless it's some sort of leaps I'll be purchasing, like you saw with my SoFi leaps position I had at that $4 strike. But that's kind of where I'm leaning towards. Now, the ultimate goal here, as I said, comparing month-to-month incomes is always fun and stuff, but the ultimate goal here is to really get this income every single month up into the thousands of dollars. Obviously, I want to hit that $1,000 goal. I'm hoping to get that this year. I think that's going to be a bit difficult with how much money I can put into the Robinhood portfolio to kind of build up those positions. But we'll have to wait and see kind of how that happens. I will say I'm excited to see where this goes, where this series kind of takes me, what this portfolio turns into. And I would say my ultimate goal is to still grow this account to $100,000. But with that, the other ultimate goal would be able to generate $1,000 every single month from selling options. And I will say this, I know I'll be able to get there a lot faster than I will be earning $1,000 every single month and earning from my dividend portfolio. So if you guys follow me over there on Dividend Freedom, it's going to be cool to compare how that income looks between the two portfolios. So with that, guys, I'm hoping you guys are looking forward to this new series I'll be doing on this channel. I'm excited to kind of document the process for you, to see how it goes, to see what the money and income looks like every single month. But with that, I'm going to end the video here, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, as always, and until the next video, you all take care.